Hello, this is Dave with Birdie Apps. We're going to take a look at our brand new HTML5 golf GPS application. And what we do with this is we customize it for golf courses. So what that means is, your course would have its own domain name. It could be something like gps.mygolfcourse.com, and then you would have your own logo here and your own background image here. And this is the very first screen that the users are going to see. So they get here and they click on the Enter App button, and it prompts them for a little bit of information. It's always going to ask them for their email address and then two key pieces of marketing data. Here we see it's asking for the age group and the gender. So let me just fill this in with some random information, and then I start playing. So now I'm at the home page of the golf course's GPS application, and obviously this is just set up for demo purposes, so you could have your own welcome message here to the golfer, your own logo. Typically you could have like a really nice screenshot here of your clubhouse. And this particular demo site has one 9-hole track, so we see a single start playing button. If on the other hand there was your typical 18-hole track and the driving range, there would be two separate buttons. Likewise, if you had three 9-hole tracks plus a driving range, you would see four buttons. So it's very customizable and highly configurable, and it can support pretty much any layout for any golf property. So I'm the golfer, I'm here, I'm ready to start playing, so here we go. So it downloads the map. The web app is asking, hey, do you want to share your location? In other words, am I going to grant this website access to my GPS chip? And yes, I am. So here we are. This is the playing screen, and we're currently in hole view, and it defaults to hole view for par 4s and par 5s. If it were a par 3, it would have defaulted to the green view. And here we are. It's just a nice view. You can zoom in on the green. So this has been professionally mapped. All the distances are as accurate as they can be in the GPS consumer industry. And by default, it shows the distance to some of the more obvious points on the golf course: the center of the green, center of the fairway, front edge of the closest bunker. But let's say for whatever reason I can't drive the ball that far and I need to know how far is it to the front of this fairway. I can just tap anywhere on the screen and place a custom pin and get the distance to it. But let's say I'm feeling like taking a big swing with my driver and I need to know how far it is to clear the bunkers. Okay, there we go. And you can just, get the distance to anywhere. For whatever reason, I want to know how far it is to this tree. There you go, I got it. So now let's change over to green view. I'm ready to make my approach shot. So you'll notice there's this red line drawn, and that's the line of approach. So this helps me orient where I'm at in relation to the map that I'm looking at. And today they've got the pin in the front left corner of the green. So the pin's right there. I'll just tap there, get the exact yardage to the pin. But I know I want to land the ball just on the front edge, so I'll tap right there and get the yardage to the front edge of the green. And placing these custom pins, I'm really able to dial in and know the exact yardage to the spot on the green that I want to land the ball. It's a very powerful feature. Let's go to the next hole. Oh, here comes an advertisement. It looks like there's a beer and food special today. And it pops up. We don't want it to be too much of a distraction for the golfers, so it stays on the screen for 3 seconds and disappears. That, of course, is configurable. We could have it stay there for 5 or 10 seconds, or until the golfer actually closes it by pushing one of the buttons. Now I'm on hole 2, which is a par 3, so it starts me in green view. Now let's see, I'm planning my shot. Let's get the pro tip. Plays downhill 1 full club. Favor the right side of the green to avoid the water. Okay, that's good info. So I'm going to favor the right side of the green. I want to land the ball about right there. So I just place a custom pin there. Gives me the exact yardage to it. I knock it down there and I get a birdie. So here I'm in the menu. Let's just jump around to another hole. Let's go out to hole 9. So here I am. I can see all of hole 9. And again, just tap around a little bit, see what this is like. Let's switch over to let's get the pro tip. Okay, let's switch over to green view, place a couple custom pins, and okay. So there you have it. A very brief introduction to the Birdie Apps golf GPS system. And again, it's highly configurable. It's a pure HTML5 web application, which means it's not a native app. You don't have to go to the App Store. You don't have to download it. You don't have to worry about if it's supported on your BlackBerry or your Windows Phone or iPhone or whatever. It's supported on any device that has a web browser. Any modern device that has standards, supports the HTML5 standards, it's going to work. So that's phones, tablets, desktops, computers, you name it. It's going to work out there. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video and learn a little bit about Birdie Apps. Thank you.